All right, so starting on your back. Oh. Legs are comfortable, so that means they can be bent, they can be flat, what works for you today. You can knock the knees a little bit, and that gets you out of those hips again. Arms down by your sides. And again, think about what do you need to do to get those shoulders to open. So you might need to keep palms up and arms a little bit farther away from you than normal. And just allowing yourself to sink into the ground. Allow yourself to slow down for a few breaths. And then starting from the top of the head, gently scanning down, noticing where you contact the ground, noticing where you have space and the shapes of both of those. Notice how the body feels. Just getting an overall picture of how you are at the start. And then when you reach your toes, bringing your awareness back to your breath. And again, focus on feeling the bottom half of the rib cage expand and contract. And really work on feeling that rib cage expand all the way around and contract all the way around. So you're trying to get into opening up through the back of the rib cage. That attaches down to the pelvis. That releases the pelvis, that whole low back, posterior chain. And then focus on slowing your exhale down just that little bit more. Again, so that you have to stay focused and present. And then bringing the arms in by your sides. Bring those feet flat on the ground, if they're not already. Feel inhale, quality of expansion. Exhale, feel that quality of contraction and drawing in. And then with your next inhale, feel that rib cage expand. That lifts the arms just a little bit up off the ground. And as you exhale, gently release back down. Again, inhale, feel the expansion start with the breath, and then that moves the arms, and then back down. So now taking the arms on that inhale and expand up to the ceiling. Think about how effortless you can make this movement as the arms go up and down. Again, inhale, slowly float those arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly float those arms back down. And then inhale, arms are going to go all the way up and over. And as you exhale, slowly drawing in, feeling those arms get pulled back down. One more time, allowing the breath to dictate the speed of movement. Feeling that quality of expansion. And as you exhale, slowly drawing in, feeling that quality of contraction. So check in for a few breaths, see how you feel. And then both knees come into your chest, hands over the tops of the knees, fingers pointing toward your toes. Again, just take a few breaths here. Feel the inhale. What happens? Exhale. What does the breath create here? And then with the next inhale, allowing the movement to expand beyond what the breath does. So inhale, the knees gently press away. Exhale, feel the abdominals draw in, the ribs draw in, those knees gently get pulled back. So arms get to relax and kind of go along for the ride here. Working on getting a gentle rounding through that low back. Let's do 2 more. So taking your time and really being mindful of that connection of movement and breath. Last one here. And now keep the knees into your chest, arms go toward the ceiling. Again, start with those shoulder blades flat on the ground, checking in, see how you feel. And then as you inhale, gently let the rib cage expand and those shoulder blades go apart just a little bit, and then you're adding on just a little bit. As you exhale, feel gravity do its job and pull the shoulder blades back down to the ground. Inhale, slowly float those shoulder blades just a little bit apart. Exhale, back down to the ground. We got 2 more of these. And then with the next inhale, still reaching those arms up, but also lengthen through the back of the neck. So the head stays down. You're just getting that spine to open up from the other end now. All right, so keep the back of the neck long, sink the shoulder blades, legs are together, very small spine twist. So as you exhale, you're slowly going to rock the pelvis, so you're just rocking it to the right just a little bit. Inhale, and slowly float back to center. Exhale, you're gently rocking yourself to the left just a little bit. And then inhale, float back into center. So a couple more times here. So take your time. And again, it's just enough to feel the other hip lift off the ground. And to start again, being aware of how that low back is feeling. How do the knees feel into the chest? Do you feel like the hips are gripping it all? Okay, last one here to the left. And then slowly release down, arms to your sides. And check in again, see how you feel. So those little movements that we did, the little awareness stuff, what feels different lying here? All right, slowly please roll over onto your abs. You will need George if you have George underneath your breastbone. Forehead is down. You can use fists under the forehead if that's more comfortable for you. And make sure George is on that rib cage, so you're on bony connection. So again, be aware of your breath and take a few breaths here. Just feel, inhale. Get this back bottom rib cage to open up. You can think about lifting that spine up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, just relax over George. Inhale, rib cage up. Exhale, relax over George. Again, this is starting to open up through this whole low back area. If this gets tight, then you lock down your pelvis. One more breath. I'm starting to feel that quality of inhale and expansion starting to happen all on its own. And as you exhale, contract. So as you inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward, long through the low back. Pull back a little bit with the arms. And as you exhale, gently release yourself all the way back down. Think about lengthening out as you come down. Inhale, shoulder blades, push that breastbone forward. As you exhale, slowly bring it all the way back down. Inhale, shoulder blades pull back in. And then exhale, release down. One more time. I'm going to start working to a little bit of lower body stuff with this. So making sure the low back is fine. All right, so this time, inhale, feel yourself expand. Bring that right leg just a little bit off the ground, keeping the pelvis level. Use the glute. Exhale, release everything back down. And then inhale, left leg lifts as the torso presses forward. Again, be mindful of the low back and how that feels. All right, so now focusing only on the low back, so hands can go under the head if you need to. So again, same thing we were just doing. Exhale, lift up. Oh, this time I want you to stay up for inhale. Stay there for exhale. Think about creating more length, and then inhale, slowly release down. Going over to the left side. Exhale, slowly lift. Think about core stays gently engaged. Glutes are firing to lift the leg, and then slowly release down. One more time on each side like this. And down. Again, my head's up because I'm talking to you. You can stay lifted, you can stay down. All right, adding one little component in, so exhale, lift. As you inhale, keep that knee up, bend your knee. As you exhale, slowly straighten the leg out, and then release down. Other side, exhale, lift. Whoops, wrong part. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. And then inhale and release. So check in for a few breaths, see how you feel. Again, this is about opening up the hips and getting everything to work effectively. And then please bring yourself to all fours. So George can go off to the side. Then again, think about long spine here. So we're going to take what we were just doing and make it a little bit more challenging. So go ahead and take that right leg back. Elbows are pointing back. So hands can stay on the ground. If you want to do the left hand reaching forward, you're welcome to. But again, with emphasis on hips today, I really want you to think about what's happening in the hips. So think about level across the pelvis. And as you exhale, lift that leg up. All right, so now on inhale, slowly bend the knee. Exhale, straighten it back out. So it's what we were just doing. You're just in a position now that you really have to engage through the glute. I want you to feel on the ground the length you could create and the sense that that knee was staying in place. Last one here. And then slowly release down. Level yourself out. Check back in again. Shoulder blades. All right, left leg up. So this time 3 bends. So inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. So imagine that leg is still back down. That's how square I want your body to be, your torso to be. Again, long through that low back. And straighten, and then back in. Check in, see how you feel. And then keeping that spine straight, slowly on exhale with the elbows pointing back. Shift back only as far as you can go and keep the spine still. So no rounding here, keep it straight. When you reach that point, you feel it start to round. Inhale and bring yourself back up. So this is working on a couple different things. So it's working on the fascia that comes from the heels all the way up to the top of the head. It's a fascial line. It is working on body awareness. How are you doing? We got 2 more like this. It's working on core control. Inhale, bring it forward. Last one. And again, noticing the changes in between each. And then inhale, bring it forward. Now taking it into Chaturvakasana. So as you exhale, pulling the tailbone, same thing. At the very end, it wants to round. Allow it to. Elbows down, forehead down, and then your hips sink back. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest all the way back up. Exhale, slowly pull back. Keep that spine straight, and then at the very end, let it round, whole spine round, and bring yourself back. So this time, stay in child's pose. Feel free to rock your hips side to side. And again, notice how that femur turns in that hip socket. You should be getting some rotation. You should feel it. Is it equal right to the left? One side feels smooth and the other side might be ratchety or rough or it's stuck. And then slowly, please come all the way up to standing. Grab George as you come. And then George goes just above those ankles, so he's off the ground. So tall spine. Check in.
Downcast, close your eyes. And then become aware of your feet. So notice the big toe, the knuckle, notice the little toe, the knuckle, notice your heels. Gently press that big toe into the ground and feel your arch lift. Think about engaging into George with the ankles, so if you need to squeeze in a little bit more, you're welcome to. Think about the kneecaps pull up, engaging the quads. Think about cores engaged, tailbones reaching down gently as the breastbone and the spine reach up, shoulder blades also going down, making sure those ribs are dropping down as well. So weight is equal front to back on those feet. And then as you exhale, big toe into the ground and then squeeze into George and then gently lift the heels just a little bit. Find that stable point. If you feel like you're a little wobbly or you're rolling off the big toes, come back down. You might want to turn out just a little bit. So it's probably a narrower stance because we're using George today. But again, he gives us such good feedback. I like to use him. All right, shoulder blades backing in. Get that position again. Your weight's equal. And then as you exhale, engage through feet, George, core, and lift up just that little bit. Are you more solid? Ooh, I thought I was. There. Take an inhale, exhale, and release down. Check in one more time. Sorry, we have two more times. Again, take your time. Notice the engagement. Notice the connection. Try to keep yourself going straight up. All right, this time we are adding arms. So you're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, arms to the horizon. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, all the way up. See if you can lift your heels a little bit higher now. And then exhale and slowly bring everything back down so they finish at the same time. Take a free breath. And then again, exhale, start with the feet. Stay connected. Inhale, arms to the horizon. Exhale, pull back and in. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, everything comes down. Take a few breaths. Check in, see how you feel. And then go ahead and put George off to the side. We're going to do just a few more of those balances, but I want your feet to be more comfortable. And again, what did you learn from using George? All right, so we have 4 more. So on inhale, slowly lifting up this time. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the arms back and behind. Inhale, slowly reaching all the way up. Exhale, everything comes back down. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, pull back and in. Inhale, up, higher with the heels if you're able. Exhale, slowly back down. One more time. I think that makes 4. And again, check in. Notice what you're feeling. And then please take those feet out, straddle position, long spine. Go ahead and bring George to the center. We're going to come into a standing twist. So knees are going to be a little bit bent. Knee and toe direction is going to be whatever's comfortable. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, that right hand comes down to center. Pet the cat. Hand goes on the ball. Left arm toward the ceiling. As you inhale, bring that left arm forward. Look at the elbow. As you exhale, take it back and behind. As you inhale, reach it forward. Look at the elbow. Exhale, back and behind. Of course, Allister wants to be cute right now. One more time. And then inhale back up. So just using the ball to give yourself a little bit more height. Notice how it feels when you don't have to go down quite as far. And then exhale, slowly bringing the left hand down. And again, 3 arm sweeps. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back and behind. Hi, Allister. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back and behind.
behind. One more time. And this time, release yourself down into that forward fold. Get high to the kitty kitty. So generously inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, work on straightening your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, straighten your spine. Exhale, drop your head, lift the hips. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Oh, he fell over again. Oh no. And then slowly inhale and bring yourself all the way back up. Sorry, Allister, I have to go up here. Take a few breaths. And again, check in. And then you're going to turn your right toes to the right. Long spine. Inhale. Focus on what the hips are doing. So as you exhale, slowly drop in. Did the hips stay level? Did the shoulders stay stacked? And then slowly bring yourself back up. Again, inhale, slowly drop in. Focus on what the hips are doing. Whoa, that knee was like, don't do that. All right. Readjust myself here. All right, so here we go. 2 more times. In. Evidently, I should do something down where I can pet the cat. Got one more. This time we are going to add some arms. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, float up. Exhale, drop in. Inhale, float up. This time dropping in and staying. So take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly drop that lead arm down, coming into the lateral. Inhale, top arm reaches up and overhead. Feel that reach. Feel the ribs lift toward the hips. As you exhale, slowly back and behind. Inhale, up. Again, look at the elbow if that's appropriate for you. My neck's kind of like on that one, so I am not going to do that whole thing. 2 more. Last one. And then you're slowly going to rotate down and bring both hands on the ground inside that leg. All right, so from here, turn that back leg. So you're dropping into a lunge, the back knee can go down. Definitely pet the cat. All right, so a little bit different stretch for that hip. And again, toe up or knee up and knee down, totally up to you. So take an inhale, think about lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, can you relax the hip a little bit more? Inhale, exhale, relax the hip. Inhale, exhale, relax. Again, if that's too uncomfortable, feel free to bring yourself up some. But we are trying to get into those hips a little differently today, trying some different things. Let's do 2 more breaths since Allister is still purring. Oh, all right, then tuck those toes under if the knee is down. Bring that back foot in, and then slowly, hands to thigh, bring yourself back up. Where are you going, buddy? All right. Check in, notice right to left. We'll see if he follows us to the other side. All right, so knee and toe turn to the left, hips stay square, shoulders stay stacked, and again, focusing on the legs and the hips. So as you exhale, slowly dropping in, make sure this hip is down, and slowly press back up. Exhale, slowly drop down, pet the cat if you need to. And up, we got 2 more. Oh no, he went belly up. Last one. All right, then we got 2 with the arms. So as you exhale, dropping down into warrior 2. Inhale, slowly float yourself back up. Try to keep your shoulders and hips square. And again, the hips are staying level to the ground. This time going down in and staying. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly drop into the lateral. And adding that arm sweep. So inhale, reach that arm up and over. Exhale, take the arm back and behind. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back and behind. We got 2 more. So again, take your time here. Rotate the head as is appropriate.
And really try to feel the stretch through the side. So again, trying to get into the back, which also means the side in this instance. And then slowly after those 4, bringing yourself down, hands to the front. Allister's coming to join us. Turn that back leg and drop. So hands are inside that are in front of that back knee. Unless Allister's back there, then you need to pet him. All right, so take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. And again, if this is uncomfortable, bring yourself up. That's fine. Oops, Allister didn't like that. I think it's because I'm in one place that he wants to purr all of a sudden. Maybe he knows it's Friday. And think about allowing this front hip here, hip to open in the front. The other leg is opening in the back. You're actually getting a release through the low back and pelvis on this one too. All right, tucking that back toe under. Go ahead and lift that back leg up. Hands can go to the thigh. Pet Allister one more time. And then all the way back up. And step your feet together. Check in. See how you feel. And then coming into standing forward fold. So inhale, both arms go up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly release. Allowing the spine to round gently as you go down, those knees gently bent. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, and all the way back up. So think about abs engaged, ribs to hips, hinging from the hips and allowing that spine to slowly flex as you go forward. Inhale and slowly bring yourself all the way back up. So 2 more, and then we're going to stay down for 2 breaths. Allister will appreciate that. Inhale back up. And this time exhale all the way down. This is where we get to stay. So you get to decide how much ride of the breath do you want. And then slowly, please come down to all 4s. And check in. Oops, Allister fell over. Jeez, he's so distracting today. Good thing he's cute. All right, so from here, long spine, I want you to slowly walk your hands forward. So you're coming into puppy. So elbows are off the ground, your head's lightly touching, your arms have to be engaged. Your knees are underneath those hips. That's part of the trick here. And then think about keeping that spine long. So reach your tailbone up on that diagonal. So just take a nice deep inhale and then exhale. Slowly relax, lengthen that spine out. Inhale, exhale, slowly relax, lengthen that spine out. Again, lats come down, they attach on the shoulder, they go all the way down. 1 more, they'll go all the way down to the pelvis, and then slowly walk yourself back in and check it. See how you feel, and then go ahead and sit back into child's pose. I'm going to use George on this one knee to kind of keep me from going back too far. All right, so from here, again, take a few breaths, check in, and then I want you to walk your hands off to the side. So both hands are going to the side. So again, pelvis stays in the same position. You're working on getting that little bit of a lateral flexion going on the far side. So as you inhale, I'm going to cue left since that's what I've got. Inhale, expand the left half of your rib cage. Really focus on that. And then as you exhale, can you reach that left arm farther across? Think about going up on that diagonal with it. Inhale. Exhale, can you reach it farther across? Think about allowing yourself to relax. We've got 2 more breaths on this side. And then slowly back to center. Heading Allister as you go. And then notice right to left
And then we're going to walk the hands to the left, so the rib cage expands to the right. And as you exhale, walk that right arm even more on that diagonal. Inhale, expand. 4 more breaths here, taking your time. And then slowly walking back to center. Come on up. Check in, see how everything feels. George can come out. And then we're going to come into pigeon. So bringing that left knee forward. The right heel, the heel goes in front of that right hip. Again, if you need something underneath that hip to help keep those left hips level, feel free to grab that. And then we're going to focus on down today. So similar to the position we were in when we were kind of kneeling, but again, a little bit deeper into the hip in a different way than that pose. So I want you to be here for 8 breaths, and I want you to really focus on, as you're doing those breaths, the lengthening and the exhale and the relaxing through the left hip. Does this feel different with the other prep that we've done, which has been different than what we've done before? When your 8 breaths are done, slowly bring yourself back up. Bring yourself out. Check in. Rub the Allister belly. And then bring that right knee forward. Right heel crosses in front of that left hip. Again, if you need something to help hold that knee up, keep the hips level. It's not quite enough for me on this side. There we go. The knee is definitely improving, but some things still challenge it more than others. All right, once you're down, 8 breaths. Again, focus now on that right hip, that right knee even, letting go and relaxing. Your 8 breaths are done. Slowly bring yourself back to all fours. Check in, see how you feel. And then just do a little bit of cat. So exhale, tuck the tailbone around the spine, up, equal curve in the whole spine, drop your head. Inhale, straighten your spine back out to nice and long. Exhale, slowly round. Inhale back out. 2 more times. Exhale. And then go ahead and bring yourself forward onto your abs. Hi, Allister. Okay. He's not so sure about me down here this close to him. All right. So from here, you're going to bring your right heel towards your hip. And you're going to reach back with that right hand. I know Allister's upset now. And you're going to grab as far as you can. So again, if you're just reaching and you're only here, that's fine. The intention is that you have the ability to get there at some point. Okay? So it's the reach of the arm. It pulls the shoulder blade back and in. And think about what that shoulder is doing. Okay? Sometimes you can do it if you keep that round forward, but I want you to focus on feeling it back and in. So different positions, you can put your hand. The goal here is you want to hold on to either the heel or the ankle above that joint so that the ankle is actually free to move. So take a nice deep inhale and allow the rib cage to push forward a little bit. And then as you exhale, allow your torso to come down. And that pulls that knee in, or that heel in just a little bit. Inhale, open up, lift up. Exhale, relax the front of your leg. Inhale, open up, lift up. Exhale, relax. Last one. And then I want you to hold that heel in as far as you can bring it for 2 more breaths. So notice the pelvis, make sure the low back is good. And then after those 2, slowly release. Check in, notice how the front of the legs feel. And then you're going to bring your left heel towards your hip. And again, holding on with that left hand. So right and left tend to be different. Is one leg easier than the other? I can actually get my hand on that right heel today. It was exciting. All right, so again, notice what you feel. Notice that left shoulder blade. Pull that shoulder blade back and in. So you're opening up and you get a little stretch to the front of the shoulder. All right, so as you inhale, gently push the breastbone forward. Your low back stays long, neck stays relaxed. As you exhale, slowly pull the heel in, release the torso down. Again, inhale, open up. Exhale, and release down. We got 4 more like this, so take your time. Feel the breath move you. That right hand can go wherever's most comfortable for you. Give you support, give you stability, give you a challenge, your choice. And then I want you to keep that heel in for 2 more breaths. So if you can, make it a little bit deeper. Exhale, slowly pull that heel in. Inhale, think about just expanding energetically. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, expand energetically. And then slowly release. Check in for a few breaths, see how you feel. And then please roll over onto your back. I feel neglected without Allister here anymore. All right, feet on the ground. Back to where we started and check in. So arms can even go out to the sides, palms up, if that's where you were when we started. And again, notice what feels different. What part of the hips? We did some different things for the hips today. How are those feeling? How are the shoulders feeling against the ground? Maybe your neck. All right, and then slowly, please bring your both knees into your chest. Hands go behind your knees. And as you inhale, slowly press the heels toward the ceiling. Tailbone goes down. Back of the neck is long. Shoulder blades stay on the ground. And as you exhale, scoop the abdominals and gently pull those knees in. Relax the neck. Inhale, slowly press the heels up. Exhale, slowly bring it back down. Inhale, slowly up. Give me 2 more times. And this time, heels go up and they're going to stay. Arms come down by your sides. As you inhale, both arms come up and overhead. So really feel expansion on 2 lines, to the back of the legs, to the arms and shoulders. And then exhale, just the arms come back down. So keep those heels reaching. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, you're welcome to. Again, inhale, slowly press the heels, back of the neck lengthens, arms go overhead. You have 2 axes you're working with here. Got 2 more like this. Again, notice that relationship of that little head nod, the arms, the spine. Last one like this. And then arms go up and overhead. And now from here, on exhale, I want you to bend the elbows and notice what you find. So as you go down and bend those elbows, what do you feel? Can you get the arms all the way on the ground? Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, slowly bend the elbows, pull the arm back and behind. Get both elbows on the ground with the wrists straight. Let's do 2 more. What's happening with your neck as you bend those elbows? What's happening to the rib cage? And then find that most challenging spot and stay for 2 breaths. Keep pressing those heels. Long, deep breath in, exhale, stabilize. What do you need to do for that elbow or that wrist that wants to pop up? And then on the following exhale, slowly bring everything back down. Check in, see how you feel. Feet on the ground, arms out to your sides. And then from here, gently keeping the low back long, rock your legs to one side. Push that top hip forward, so it's going on that diagonal. Slowly pull back in. So you're really controlling the low back here. Again, just opening up the hips a different way than what we've been doing. And then back. So really pay attention to the core. No discomfort in the low back here. Glutes are engaged a little bit as you go deeper, and that helps push that hip forward, opening up through the front of that hip. All right, we got 1 more set. And then come back to center. Knees into chest again. Your right arm goes out to T, your left hand stays on the knees, and slowly allow those knees to roll forward or twist. There we go. Rolling forward from my point of view. So that back arm is whatever it needs to be. Again, if you want to add something to give a little biofeedback, you're welcome to put George or a block underneath. All right, so take an inhale here. Feel that right half of the rib cage expand. Exhale, feel yourself go into that twist a little bit more deeply. And really thinking knees up high and that low back stays rounded. On the next inhale, slowly straighten your right leg. And as you exhale, slowly bend. Again, inhale, straighten that right leg. So the hamstring really shouldn't be too much of an issue here with what we just did. So this time, go ahead and keep it straight, and then pelvis stays still. Exhale, lift that leg up toward the ceiling as far as you're comfortable. Slowly inhale and bring it back down. Bend the knee a little bit if you need to, if that helps. Exhale, lift. So you're using the deep hip muscles to lift here. We got 2 more like this. So core stays engaged, the low back stays in that rounded and twisted position. Knee is as bent or as straight as you need. And then we're going to go up and we're going to keep that leg lifted. So notice the pelvis hasn't moved at all. Keep it lifted for 2 breaths. Again, straighten the leg if you like, longer lever, more challenging, add a little support if you need to. And then after those 2 breaths, on inhale, come back to center. Check in, see how you feel. All right, you can stay there. I'm flipping because I have the reformer in the way for this one. If I rotate the other way. All right, so left arm out to the side. Grab the knees, and on exhale, you're slowly going to let your legs fall to the right. And again, what does that left arm need back there to be supported, to give you a little biofeedback? So take an inhale, get that left half of your rib cage to expand. Exhale, let yourself sink. 2 more. Again, you should feel that rib cage moving, the spine moving, the shoulders lifting, the shoulders going down, and then focusing on that top leg. So on inhale, just straighten the leg out. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, straighten that leg out. Exhale, bring it back, this time keeping it straight. And then with the next exhale, you're slowly lifting that leg up toward the ceiling. Keep your pelvis still. Inhale, it slowly comes back down. slowly up to the ceiling. So getting those deep hip muscles to do the work. And again, feel free to bend the knee more if you need to. We got 2 more like this. This is number 1. This is number 2. And then go up and stay for 2 breaths. So again, challenge yourself on that height. You're still in that twisted position. You're still reaching that left arm back. When your 2 breaths are done, on inhale, roll the hips back, that leg comes up, the other one follows. Back to where you started. Again, check in, see how you feel. What's going on through the hips? How are the neck and shoulders? And then again, bring both knees into your chest. Tuck your chin a little bit, and then slowly roll yourself up to sitting. Oh, Allister's back. Hi, Allister. What's up, buddy? All right, so legs are out in front. Coming into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. So again, feel free to sit on something if you need to. Take an inhale. I'll let you decide if you want to do arms or if you just want to focus on feeling the spine round forward. So exhale into that. Inhale, stay here. I want you to focus on getting that back bottom rib cage to open up. Exhale, see if you can go deeper. And then this time we are going to inhale and come all the way back up. And again, exhale into forward fold. Inhale, expand that back bottom rib cage. Again, you may lift some. Exhale, slowly release yourself forward. Inhale, all the way up. We got 1 more like this. Think about long through the spine. And check in. See how you feel. And then please come to bound ankles. The soles of the feet are together. You're holding onto your shins somewhere, sitting up nice and tall. So get on those bony protrusions that come out of your butt. That's the sit bones. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, draw up and in. Engage and stabilize. We're going to take the arms away here. So I want you to really feel where does my spine need to be while I'm using the arms to get you a little leverage. Nice few breaths in, and then you're going to genie the arms. You can hold on to the wrists if you prefer. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw up and in. Lift everything up and out of that pelvic bowl, and you're slowly going to rotate to the right. Inhale, let the breath pull you back to center. Exhale, and rotate to the left. Inhale, back to center. So see if you are still upright or if you manage to roll back. So stay lifted. You should feel like you're working here to hold that position. If you need to take your legs a little farther out, you're welcome to. We got 1 more set. And then slowly back to center and round yourself forward. All right, focusing on the hips a little bit. So inhale, the knees flap up. As you exhale, think about using those hip muscles to pull the knees down. Again, inhale, flap up. Exhale, flapping down. So again, feel free to adjust the feet distance from the hips. It just gives it a little bit different feel. 1 more time. And then slowly inhale up. Bring those legs out. So we're coming down onto your back. So I want you to do this with a roll down. So shoulder blades are back and in, legs are pressing down, and then slowly begin to pull the pubic bone up, tuck the pelvis, and you're engaging the core. So the spine is a gentle curve as you go down and control. Keep the legs on the ground, all the way down, and release, and then both feet flat on the ground. Please. Arms to your sides. Just check in for a few breaths. See how you feel. And then coming back to where we started with Apanasana. So hands on top of the knees, fingers toward your toes. Again, just take a few breaths here without intentionally moving the knees and see what does that inhale do? How does that feel different from when you started? exhale, what does that breath do? And then with the next inhale, adding on to what the breath already moves you into. And then as you exhale, the breath start, and then those knees continue to expand and draw yourself inward. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. 4 more. And as you're finishing these up, checking in, seeing how you're feeling. Is there anything else that you need to do before we go into Shavasana, into rest? And you are welcome to honor that and do that. Otherwise, bringing yourself into whatever position allows you to release, to relax, to let go. And again, take your time. Take a few minutes with the knees flat or the knees bent. Is that good? What do you feel? And where do you want to be for Shavasana today? Does it have to be on your back? No. Again, whatever position allows you to release, to relax, to let go. So if you need to adjust at any point, as always, you are welcome to. And as you come into this place of rest, allowing the breath to return to effortlessness. And as we did at the start of the class, starting from the top of the head, gently scan down. See if you remember what you felt like at the beginning and how do you compare now? How do the shapes that you make on the ground or the voids that you make with the ground, how do they differ from the beginning? And allowing yourself to relax. Let go of the expression on your face. Relax your jaw. Allow the shoulders to open. Allow the rib cage to effortlessly breathe. Allow the hips to open. Allow the legs to gently rotate outward. And then slowly begin to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Again, notice that quality of expand and contract. Allow Allow that breath to bring you back into your body. And then gently wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Gently rock your head side to side. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about. End up on whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Slowly press yourself to comfortable sitting. So check in. Again, notice how you compared it when we started. And slowly bringing hands to Anjali Mudra. And I honor you for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti. Namaste.